Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Psalm 121. Let's get started now. Psalm 121 is a beautiful and well-known psalm that speaks of God's protection and care for his people. It is believed to have been written by King David and was likely used by the Israelites as a psalm of ascent, sung by pilgrims as they journeyed to Jerusalem for worship. The psalm begins with the affirmation that the Lord is the source of all help and strength, declaring, "I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth." Psalm 121 verses 1 to 2. This statement acknowledges that God is the creator and sustainer of all things and that he is the one who provides help in times of need. The psalm goes on to describe the ways in which God protects and cares for his people. It speaks of God as a keeper, who never slumbers or sleeps, watching over his people day and night. Psalm 121 verses 3 to 4. This image emphasizes the unceasing vigilance of God's care and protection, assuring his people that they are never alone or forgotten. The psalm also speaks of God's protection in specific situations. It affirms that God will keep his people from stumbling or falling, even in dangerous or treacherous circumstances. Psalm 121 verses 3 to 4. It declares that God is a shade to his people, protecting them from the heat of the sun and the harshness of life's trials. Psalm 121 verses 5 to 6. This image suggests that God provides a shelter and a refuge from the difficulties and challenges of life. The psalm concludes with an affirmation of God's ongoing care and provision for his people. It declares that God will keep his people from all harm, both now and forevermore. Psalm 121 verses 7 to 8. This final statement of assurance reminds us that God's protection and care are not just for a moment or a season, but are ongoing and eternal. The teaching application of Psalm 121 is clear. God is our protector and sustainer, and we can trust him to watch over us and keep us safe. As believers, we can find comfort and assurance in the knowledge that God never slumbers or sleeps, and that his care for us is unceasing. Even in the midst of life's trials and challenges, we can take refuge in the shadow of his wings and know that he will keep us from harm. We can also be encouraged to turn to him in times of need, confident that he is the source of all help and strength. In addition, Psalm 121 reminds us of the importance of trust and faith in God. It calls us to lift up our eyes to him, recognizing that our help comes from him alone. It encourages us to turn away from our own strength and wisdom and to rely on God's power and provision. This psalm teaches us that true security and protection can only be found in a relationship with God, who is our ever-present help in times of trouble. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.